Good Thursday evening, August 7th, and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. Wanache's attempt to boost sales tax to pay for street repairs has officially failed at the ballot box. The city of East Wanache is warning residents of a new traffic citation scam. Under mostly sunny skies, our temperatures will get back to normal tomorrow with hot weather expected this weekend. Your full local weather forecast is straight ahead. Hikers in the Enchantments attempted Sunday to rescue a drowning man in Colchuck Lake, but authorities say he was beyond resuscitation. The Chelan County Sheriff's Office says it was alerted at 7:16 p.m. by two satellite text to 911 calls reporting a 30-year-old male hiker had been underwater in the high alpine lake for more than 5 minutes and was not breathing. 3 fellow hikers from his group, as well as another hiking party, pulled the man from the water and administered CPR for more than an hour. A U.S. Army rescue helicopter from Yakima arrived about 8:46 p.m. and transported the victim to the Leavenworth Fish Hatchery, where Cascade Medical Center EMTs were waiting. The patient was pronounced dead while in medical care. 6 ground responders from Chelan County Search and Rescue assisted the victim's hiking party down from the wilderness. Coroner Wayne Harris identified the man today as 30-year-old Akash Golakaparshian from North Carolina. Wanache's attempt to boost sales tax to pay for street repairs has officially failed at the ballot box. The initiative in the August 5th election would have added 0.2% to the city's sales tax and was predicted to bring in an additional $2.3 million for upkeep on more than 240 miles of road. But a near final count by the Chelan County Auditor's Office shows the measure failing by 297 votes out of nearly 6,000 cast. The city had sought the added tax to avoid dipping into its general fund to pay for urgent street upkeep. A Chelan County judge has ordered Wanache police not to release records in the Travis Decker murder case. Decker is accused in the June murders of his 3 young daughters, Peyton, Evelyn, and Olivia, and is still being sought in a national manhunt. Chelan County prosecutor Robert Sealby and the girls' mother, Whitney Decker, sued in late July to prohibit the Wanache Police Department from answering requests for public records related to the girls' kidnapping by their father back on May 30th. The children were found murdered at a remote campsite in western Chelan County 3 days later. Sealby argued any release of records would jeopardize their mother's privacy and complicate the search for the 32-year-old Travis Decker. Last week, Chelan County Judge Kristen Ferreira agreed to place a temporary hold on the city records. News agencies including Como, Cairo, and NBC at all sought to documents in the case. They will have a chance to argue in court for the record's release. The entire town of Electric City in northwest Grant County was placed under a level 2 evacuation warning on Wednesday as a brush fire on the southeast side of town grew to roughly 29 acres. The volunteer fire department in Grand Coulee responded about 2 p.m. to a report of fire in dry grass and sagebrush along Highway 155. The Silver Fire, as it's being called, ran uphill and endangered the nearby community of Delano Heights as well. Federal resources, including helicopters, arrived to help contain and mop up that fire. Evacuation levels were lowered by about 5:30 yesterday evening and lifted entirely this morning. When we come back, Chelan County is calling its first Blake Relief Day a big success after 28 drug possession cases were vacated in district court last month. And the Hot August Nights Theater Showcase at the New America Performing Arts Center continues for its second weekend with Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Remember when you could afford to have fun on 2 wheels without breaking the bank? Maybe you started on a Honda Z50 or a Trail 70 or one of the most popular Hondas of all time, the Trail 90. Well, Honda and Doghouse Motorsports are making fun affordable again. Introducing the Honda Monkey, the Dax, and the new updated Trail 125, all featuring fuel-injected 4-stroke engines with electric start. The best part of all, they are affordably priced under $5,000. Whether you're just getting started or you want to get back at it, Doghouse Motorsports has you covered.
Merry Maids can clean your entire home, business, or vacation rental from top to bottom, inside and out. Merry Maids will even take care of cleaning your carpets, and they can pressure wash your home. Merry Maids has thousands of happy customers. They've been cleaning homes and businesses in our valley for over 25 years. Check out their glowing reviews at merrymaidesofwanache.com and call the cleaning experts, Merry Maids, to get your free estimate. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. So relax, it's done.
Hi, I'm Amanda Walden with A. Walden Insurance Group. Medicare can be overwhelming, but you don't have to figure it out alone. I've been helping people understand their Medicare options for over a decade. Medicare isn't a one-size-fits-all. I'll help you understand your coverage options so you can feel confident in your decisions. Let's find the right Medicare plan for you. Call me today or come and see me at my office located on South Chelan Avenue in Wanache between the YMCA and the Social Security office. I look forward to meeting you soon.
Chelan County is calling its first Blake Relief Day a big success after 28 drug possession cases were vacated in district court last month. The 2021 Washington State Supreme Court decision known as State versus Blake found the law criminalizing drug possession unconstitutional. Any Blake-related convictions in Washington qualify to be vacated from criminal records, and any legal financial obligations paid as a result qualify for financial reimbursement. Overall, Chelan County District Court had 25 people sign up and 15 walk-ins, with some cases directed to other courts. 11 City of Wanache cases were vacated, along with 15 from Chelan County Superior Court, 1 from District Court, and 1 case referred to Chelan County Juvenile Court. The city of East Wanache is warning residents of a new traffic citation scam. The email claims that the recipient must pay a speeding fine, lists a legitimate East Wanache location for where the fake infraction occurred, and then asks for payment through a link. The email claims to be from the East Wanache Violations and Fines Office, which doesn't exist. People who encounter this email are urged to avoid clicking any links and to report the email as spam. To decipher whether a citation is legitimate, you can always contact the East Wanache Municipal Court. The Hot August Nights Theater Showcase at the New America Performing Arts Center continues for its second weekend. Tonight through August 16th, it's Dirty Rotten Scoundrels on stage in downtown Wanache. Dan Kuntz of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley spent some time with two of the stars, John Merritt and Adam Eagle. He asked John about the black box format of the show, which let the audience get up close and personal with the performers.
What are the challenges of doing a show in this kind of setup? The footprint of the pack is basically cut in half. The audience is right on top of you.
Yes.
Quite literally. It's a much more intimate setting. Does that change the way you go about your craft when the curtain rises on the first?
I think it does. You come out and the audience is not just an audience. They are actually part of the show. So you're going to be reacting with them, interacting with them, doing things like that. It's not like you're on the stage way back here and they're way out there and you're going, hi. You're right up front with them, and it's just so much fun. And just, there are times when we will have to push them out of the way too, but that's another story.
Do you like the character of Lawrence?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I do. He's a fun character to play, and he's a very straight-laced kind of guy, but then he gets to have his fun too.
Yeah.
So come see the show and you'll know what I'm talking about.
I love John Merritt. I love John Merritt. He's such a pro. Shows up on the first day with all of his lines down. An amazing singer. Despite what he says, a very good dancer, terrific actor. Working with John is no. I would tell you he was awful. If I could tell you a lot of people who I think are awful, but John isn't one of them. He is a tremendous person to work with, and when you are acting with somebody of that caliber, it makes it so easy. It's so much easier to be pulled up to the level of a pro like that.
Have you performed in a venue like this intimate, or are you used to something maybe a little larger with a bigger audience, and you don't have to worry about people can actually see the hairs in your nose?
Yeah, I've done very, very large venues, but nothing is better than something like this. When you could look to every angle, see somebody, they catch every little look you make. When you're performing to a big group of people, you've got to be kind of over the top and but you can use a lot more subtlety when you're in a group like this, when you're so close to the audience, when you can hear them breathing. It's so magic.
Coming up next in tonight's feature story with the Wanache Valley Humane Society, we will introduce you to two husky brothers up for adoption. Warmer weather is expected tomorrow with unseasonably hot temperatures on the way this weekend. I'll have your full local weather forecast coming up, and Eric Grantstrom will have a look at sports. That and more still to come as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Bring the whole family up to Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house in historic downtown Chelan. Applewood smoked brisket, street-style tacos, and our award-winning barbecue rubs and sauces. Our meals pair perfectly with our exciting lineup of craft ales, made right here in Chelan. We've got room for big groups, or give us a call for catering. So grab the kids and check out the fun at Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house located in the heart of Chelan.
Welcome to Mountain Chick Floral, your go-to flower and plant shop in downtown Wanache. Explore their wide variety of unusual and fun plants. And when you buy a plant in a container, they'll pot it up for you absolutely free. Birthday or weddings, they'll create the perfect floral arrangement for you. Brighten up your office with fresh blooms delivered to your door or business. Ask about floral subscriptions. Visit Mountain Chick Floral today, where every occasion is a reason to celebrate with flowers.
The new Hummer EV is everything you want in an all-electric vehicle. It's powerful, reliable, comfortable, and will take you anywhere you want to go, on-road or off. Why buy one of those lesser EVs when you can have one that uses them for traction? Order your Hummer pickup or SUV today from Sangster Motors, batteries included.
It's time now for Pause for Pets with the Wanache Valley Humane Society. Tonight's segment features not one, but two playful huskies. Ace and Cato are brothers who have been at the Humane Society for far too long and are eager to find their forever homes.
Hi, I'm Corley with Wanache Valley Humane Society, Animal Care Manager. And today we have huskies. So this is Ace. He and Cato are brothers. They both came to us 2 months ago. And Ace is 8 years old. He's a beautiful husky boy. He has one blue eye and one brown eye. He loves going for walks, and he's really great with other dogs, especially his brother Cato. If possible, you know, we would love for them to go together, but it's not always doable for most people, but they do so good together. And because he's 8 years old, you get the best of both worlds. He's sweet and playful, but also really pretty chill. It's really nice. He doesn't jump on us or anything. He listens to all of our commands. He's really good at sit. He can be a little selective, so as usual, we always suggest that if you have a dog, that you bring them in to meet him, so everybody gets along. And that's Ace. And this handsome husky brother is Cato. Good boy. He seems to me like, even though they're from the same litter, he seems like the younger of the two, just because he's just a little bit more playful and goofy. He's also a lot like Instagram huskies in that he loves to talk. He's really funny and he cracks us up all the time. Cato is also really good at tricks. He's really good at sitting and giving paw. Yeah, he is. He's just a goofball who will do anything for attention. He also loves walks and loves his brother and also gets along great with some of our dogs here. But again, if you have a dog of your own, we would love you to bring him to meet Cato and see if they get along too. We also still have our adoption special going on, $50 only for all of our large dogs, technically over 50 pounds, but really all of our large dogs. So please come and take advantage of that right now and bring Cato home. So if you'd like to come meet our Ace and Cato, we're open Thursday through Tuesday from 12:30 to 6, and you can make an appointment for Wednesday to come by if that's easier for you. And we would love to introduce you.
Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenachehumane.org.
Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a fantastic Thursday. We're continuing with this cooler than normal weather today and a little bit of breeze as we take a look outside our weather window from this afternoon. You can see some of the trees up in the Lake Wanache area blowing just a little bit. We had winds around 20 miles an hour throughout the day, but what a gorgeous shot of Lake Wanache, of course, Kaler Glen Golf Course, and just a few high clouds over the Cascades this afternoon with those breezy to even windy conditions. And we still expect thunderstorms to continue. And that goes until tomorrow for a lot of the area you see in green. And that includes Moses Lake, Cooley Dam, up into Wanache. Thunderstorms could pop up at any time tonight and maybe even in the overnight. So be aware that that could be the situation up north and especially to our east. As I mentioned earlier, cool today. In fact, very cool. 78 our unofficial high temperature. That's 11 degrees below where we should be for this time of year. 89 is our normal. Our record high, 1972. We topped off at 103 degrees. 61 this morning, 63 is normal, and our record low set in 2002 of 52 degrees. Sunrise this morning, 5:47, and it sets tonight at 8:25. Let's get you into Friday and those temperatures. Pretty big warm up expected throughout our viewing area. A little cooler in the Columbia Basin, 86 in Moses Lake and Ephrata, 87 in Quincy, and then the Wenatchee Valley up into Entiat, Chelan, and Wanache. We will see about 88 degrees for a high tomorrow, 84 in Lake Wenatchee, and 87 for you folks in Kashmir. So our temperatures back to normal as we get into the end of the week. Tonight, clear skies. It will be cool with those clear skies. We're talking some of the coolest temperatures we have seen in a while, with lows tonight in the mid to upper 50s with those clear skies right here in central Washington. And then as we get you into Friday, as I mentioned, high pressure slides back into our weather picture, and it will control it for about 4 days beginning on Friday. Mostly sunny and warmer. High temperatures in the upper 80s tomorrow, so back to normal as I mentioned. For your weekend, mostly sunny on Saturday. Just some of those high clouds throughout Washington state. What a beautiful start to the weekend. High temperatures into the low 90s. And then, folks, things begin to get hot as we get you into Sunday. Sunny and hot. Nothing but sunny, clear skies for our Sunday. High temperatures climbing into those upper 90s by Sunday afternoon. And then even hotter than that as we kick off our next work week on Monday. Maybe a little bit breezy under that high pressure, but lots of sunshine for Monday. And look at that. High temperatures near 100 degrees for our Monday. For Tuesday, not much change, slightly cooler. Maybe we'll see mostly sunny skies again. Maybe some breezy conditions in the afternoon on Tuesday. Still under that effect of high pressure with a thermal low in place in eastern Washington. High temperatures Tuesday afternoon into the upper 90s. By the end of our forecast on Wednesday, a little bit of relief. Sunny skies, maybe some of those breezes sticking around. Slightly cooler for Wednesday, but not much. We're still talking high temperatures Wednesday into the low 90s. All right, here's your 7-day forecast. 57 overnight tonight. A cool one for us. 88 tomorrow, 64 our low. And then just a beautiful weekend ahead. 92 Saturday, hot on Sunday, and 98 near 100. And we could get there on Monday with sunny skies. Tuesday, mostly sunny and 97. We'll stay with clear skies on Wednesday. Slightly cooler with high temperatures then of 92 degrees. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Caught in a conflict? Family? Workplace? Neighbor? Business? Housing disputes? Wanache Valley Dispute Resolution Center provides mediation services, a cost-effective and efficient way to provide a written resolution to disputes and issues. Plus, we offer mediation training and community education on conflict resolution and communication skills. Contact us to learn more.
Now there are even more reasons to meet at the Pybus Market. Outdoor dining and tastings, the fabulous farmers market, Saturday artisans on the concourse, and your favorites all week long. No matter the reason, it's always time to meet at the Pybus Market. Pybus Market, where community meets.
Hey there folks, Blueberry Carrie here to invite you on out to experience Blueberry Hills. Of course, the food is fabulous, like our cheese splints, our famous French dip, our legendary Eggs Benedict, and unforgettable burgers. But we're more than just great food. People come from all over the world to experience what's been called one of the best destination restaurants in the Pacific Northwest. So come on out and see what all the fuss is about. Blueberry Hills in Manson. It's where the world is coming to.
Well, it's Seahawks time. That's why I'm here at Lumen Field as the Seahawks prepare for their first preseason game. We'll talk more about that coming up. The Mariners won 2 in a row over Chicago last night. In fact, while I record this, the Mariners are trying to wrap up the 3-game sweep across the street here at T-Mobile Park after an 8-6 win last night. Julio Rodriguez and Josh Naylor go deep, and it was interesting for Andres Munoz in the 9th, but the Mariners do get the 8-6 victory.
And here goes another one! Josh Naylor bombs away! Take cover!
You just better hope that Josh Naylor isn't hunting the pitch that's coming out of your hand. This guy has such an incredible approach at the plate. He's looking for something. He's got an idea of what you're going to throw, and if you throw it, he is absolutely going to punish you for it.
The 1-2. A bullet, right field, base hit. Here they come. Canzone is in. Crawford crosses home. Randy gets the stop sign. Cal Raleigh drives in a pair with 2 outs in the 2nd inning. It's a 4-1 Mariners lead on an absolute rocket by Cal Raleigh. Fly ball launched out to left field. They have hit another one. Julio's 21st has blown in open in the second. It's 7-1 Mariners.
I don't understand the pitch sequence there at all. Cannon's just outsmarting himself, and of course back-to-back sweepers, and he read it the whole way out of his hand.
Good swing in the air, right field, backing up at the wall. It is out of here. That's how you start the comeback in the 9th. A solo shot for Michael A. Taylor.
Michael A. Taylor starting the 9th off with a bang. You could hear the White Sox dugout from here give it a big O when that ball left the barrel. That was a bomb to right field.
Broken back grounder, fair ball. Gino steps on third, and the Mariners win it. They have won the series. They take the first 2 from the White Sox. 8-6 the final score.
After going for the sweep today, it's all about Ichiro this weekend and the Tampa Bay Rays as they'll come in tomorrow for a 6:40 game time. That'll be on Root Sports Northwest. Mariners were able to gain ground on the Houston Astros last night after the Astros lost. That means the Mariners coming into today just 2 games out of first place in the American League West. Meanwhile, for the Seattle Seahawks, they're taking on the Raiders tonight here at Lumen Field. It's game 1 of the preseason. Pete Carroll makes his return. Geno Smith makes his return to Lumen Field as the opposition, strangely enough. Now, Mike McDonald yesterday said that while starters will get plenty of opportunities to play this season in the preseason, they are not going to play tonight.
I don't think there's like a scientific, tried and true, you have to do it this way method. You look at the studies and things the league tells you and things that we handle in-house. Rule of thumb is you want 2 to 3 pretty good intense exposures before you kick it off. So you can manufacture that in practice with borderline live periods. You can do that. It's hard to do that in-house, so I think that's where the joint practices come from, where it's a little bit more controlled environment but still intense, which is important. And then some teams handle it by playing their starters in preseason games, and you can get it done that way. So we're kind of doing the blended approach this year. Coach Reed, they have a history of playing their starters in the game, so our guys will have an opportunity to go next week. And then obviously we have the practice against Green Bay, and then the option to get guys some extra reps in the game as well. So I think it gives us some flexibility and opportunity to play against really good competition before we get ready to play the season.
What fans could look for tonight, aside from all the names you don't know, are some names that you should keep an eye on, including Drew Locke at quarterback in the first half, and then Jalen Milroe as quarterback in the second half. Also look for a brand new rookie tight end for the Seahawks tonight in Elijah Royal, and also on the defensive side, safety and rookie Nick Eamon-Wari. It's going to be an interesting game tonight, and of course they're just hoping that everybody stays healthy here at the game tonight. That's at 7 o'clock on King 5, or you can listen to it on radio 560 KPQ in North Central Washington as they do some pregame warm-ups here. Sorry for the audio, but that game 7 o'clock tonight with the Seahawks and the Raiders. The Wanache Apple Sox completed a sweep of Kelowna to wrap up the West Coast League season. Last night up in Kelowna, it was an 8-4 final for the Apple Sox. The offense did well, defense did well, and they get the victory and will come home tomorrow night to host the Bellingham Bells in Game 1 of the West Coast League playoffs. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a little bit. Bellingham wrapped up the regular season with a win last night. It was Victoria falling to Edmonton last night, so the Riverhawks get the number 1 seed. They win, or the number 2 seed in the West Coast League's North Division. They win the second half title over Victoria. So here's what it looks like as far as the standings are concerned and heading into the postseason. Number 1 seed is Bellingham, number 2 is Edmonton, number 3 Victoria, and number 4 the Wanache Apple Sox. It'll be Wanache and Bellingham in the first series for that part of the wild card. Meanwhile, it'll be Victoria and Edmonton meeting again tomorrow night in Victoria at 6:35. NCW Life Channel will have the game broadcast live tomorrow night from Paul Thomas Senior Stadium. Be sure and join us for the pregame show at 6:30. First pitch at 6:35. Game 1, Bellingham and Wanache right there at Paul Thomas. Here at Lumen Field as the Seahawks take on the Raiders tonight in the first preseason game of the 2025 schedule. Eric Grandstrom on the NCW Life Channel. Have a happy Thursday.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more news from around North Central Washington, you can find us at ncwlife.com, on our social media channels, or on our mobile app for iPhone and Android. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. Email us at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us, and have a great night.
The pitch by Busich. Swung on a miss. The Wanache Apple Sox are back in the playoffs. Join NCW Life Channel this Friday for Game 1 of the West Coast League North Division playoffs. It's brought to you in part by our Platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. Also by Abby's Pizza, Apple Valley Honda, Biosports Physical Therapy, Coldwell Banker Cascade Real Estate, Global Car Care, Harvest Valley Pest Control, and Highlander Golf Course and Grill. NCW Life Channel, your local TV station.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCW Life. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCW Life Channel.
NCW Life Channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCWLIFE would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.